Assalamualaikum and very good morning everyone. Alhamdulillah, we just finished our first group discussion, and now we are going to make a discussion for second video. So first of all, let us introduce again ourselves. My name is Amirul Hassan bin Abu Bakar, matric card number 192475.
My name is Muhammad Kamal Mujadid bin Kamal Hisham. My matric number is 192486.
My name is Muhammad Faris bin Muhammad Ilham. My matric number is 192470.
The topic that we have choose to make discussion today is how much technology can affect climate change. So I start first the discussion. So when we talk about climate change, there are a lot of it, such as global warming, flood, and others. So I'm interested to focus on global warming, because this is a major thing that occur in the world right now, because global warming makes a lot of effect in our world, such as food industry, tourism, and many more. And because of global warming, there are a lot of natural disasters happen, such as flood, melting of ice, and starving because of destruction of plant. There are persons said that to overcome this problem, the most necessary tool is by innovation of technology, but firstly by encourage the change of mentality of people and requirement of physically willing to change, because I know that it's hard for us to make a change that will affect a lot of things in the world, but for the future's children, that is must for us to make sacrification. So there are a lot of options and ideas that have been made by the scientists to overcome this problem, such as there are an idea to make BECCS, which means bioenergy with CO2 capture and storage. BECCS function as to capture and storage the CO2 that is emitted from carbon dioxide that is emitted from cars, machineries, factory, and others. And when this carbon dioxide is being captured, it will be supplied again to the plant, as we know that plant will get this carbon dioxide to produce food for themselves, photosynthesis. Even though that BECCS is still not successfully done, there are first early step that has been done, which is the first test is by brewery for corn ethanol, that the carbon dioxide from fermentation will be buried back in the corn to increase the production of the corn itself. There are also another idea for handling this carbon dioxide emitting issue. Other than that is by genetic innovation of the plant. By using genetic innovation, the plant itself will enhance its capability to absorb carbon dioxide. So more carbon dioxide will be able to be absorbed, so that it will reduce the temperature of Earth. And then there are also an idea by the Canadian scientists by making a artificial tree. Artificial tree is also the function is to absorb the carbon dioxide in the environment and to emit it back it to the useful sources such as energy and to the land for the plant to able to absorb it. So how about you, Kamal?
Okay, by my point of idea, which is we have come in a long journey, starting from the Renaissance era, which is technology started to begin in London, UK, and then come to the globally technology. So basically, what I have heard from your view, Hassan, that is we have now produced a lot of technology, a lot of ideas to come out with, such as artificial tree, such as genetic innovation of plants. So basically, a part of it I agree, which is the artificial, which is the CO2 capture that we can use. But some of the part is I could not agree because the act of the idea is actually against the law of nature, against the our own innovation gives a bad effect to the environment, such as the genetic of innovation of plants. Sometimes we try to genetic innovation on the plants to enhance carbon dioxide, to absorb more carbon dioxide to the plants. But excessive carbon dioxide could bring bad effect to the plant also. There will be, because plants also produce carbon dioxide while they are respiration. So and again, artificial tree is that although our biology scientists have done researches on some of the plants that we could modify, that we could copy their own system, like the xylem system, the phylum system. But actually, artificial tree is actually one step that make people trying to play God, trying to be God one itself. Just like I think artificial tree is more or less like the Dolly the sheep, which are actually genetically produced by the human itself. Although this kind of production is actually nature's law.
I think, Kamal, I'm afraid I have to disagree with your opinion because what I have been trying to say is the artificial tree is not we copying the tree to make photosynthesis, but the artificial tree is itself a technology not to just to absorb carbon dioxide and also have a shading place for people as a decoration along the road, not just to make the copy of the plant itself to produce fruit or else. It's just specific function to absorb carbon dioxide in the environment.
Okay. So I think Faris has a better opinion than mine. So how about you?
In my opinion, I agree with both of you that Hassan said just now. In what we call that,
BECCS.
BECCS is used for to capture excess carbon dioxide in the atmosphere, and then to convert it into the useful energy such as electrical energy in home appliances and factories. So, and Kamal said just now, nowadays they have built artificial plants.
Yeah.
For to capture the CO2 also.
Yes.
Yes. So, okay. I agree both of them have the point, but let me add some point. Since global warming is make the earth weather hot, and there are some another way to reduce the global warming, such as by using a cloud seeding. As we all know, cloud seeding is a common technique to enhance precipitation and to enhance cloud to fall as a rain. So So the cloud seeding function as to entails spraying small particles, and then makes the cloud heavy and fall out as a rain that can reduce the temperature of the earth, to prevent our earth becomes hot. So as we all know, cloud seeding only works to the extent there is already water vapor present in the air. As we all another things is, we see that many plants dies, that affect the agriculture field. So instead of being exposed to the excessive temperature, that will affect the agriculture field and reduce the production of agricultural products.
So are you saying that by using cloud shielding it helps enhance the other industries such as agriculture industry?
I mean that, in my opinion, when the government or the authorities do the cloud seedings, which means that they want to enhance more rains that can, since our weather now is too hot and it has been so long not has been raining, so when the rains falls down, it can enhance and helps to water the plants. And as you all know, there's not enough for the mankind to water to make them not to dry, which means that they didn't enough energy to they didn't enough energy water supply. So in the help of the artificial technique like this, they can improve the agricultural products. So I think that's only my point.
Okay,
So-
Kamal, I still didn't have a clear point about you, so can you explain it more to me?
So basically, what are we talking about is that what technology that we have today that actually brings effect to our own world, whether it's a bad idea or a good idea, it brings the same. Yeah, it means the same that both of them are technologies that are made by human itself. So basically, what are people are doing right now? Some of it are trying to endure the climate change that we are having today. So such as the tsunami in Japan in 2015 or 14, if I am not mistaken. Tsunami in Japan that people in Japan have suffered a lot. Like their house got washed out, their crops, their lands have been taken, their food supply, their works gone, just been washed away by the water. So I think that since Japan has the most advanced technology, and since that other big countries like the Russia, like the UK also have this kind of research technology lab for the environment, also like the Japan. So I think that people could create something like do you guys watch the movie, science fiction movie about the geostorm?
Yes.
That they sent a big satellite to not a satellite, I think aero station. So they control the climate change in the world global. Think about it, that we have so many technology in our day 2000 in today era 2018. So I think we have bigger bigger possibility to have the kind of in the movie technology, like the dashboard technology itself. So what do you think, both of you?
Okay, for me, if you watch your star movie, there are too much in controlling weather, because I think it's first of all it's kind of not logic, because like Kamal just said right now that we cannot play God, because however we are trying to make control things, there will be a greater thing that we can control. So for me, it is better for us to just make research such as of so much and as much as we possible, but we cannot take it over and try to control everything. So I think by my opinion, we can't control anything, but we can improve the thing, such as the power supply in our earth, because right now we are really relying on petrol and natural gases. So by right now, as we know that there are certain countries that use nuclear energy as their supply, their energy resources, but the problem is nuclear energy is yet not be really sure that it is safe and cost efficient. But I think that we are really close to the answer because there are British nuclear company that have made research that they said that they want to be the first company in the world to make a nuclear energy resource that are free from carbon release and just produce helium gas as their exhaust, because Bill Gates once said that we need a miracle energy to save our earth. So Bill Gates and some of the most richest people in the world have invested a lot of money to the research and development in geoengineering to improve and make the renewable energy more efficient and to replace the natural gas and petrol relying in our world right now. And so that's my point. And also, and when we talk about climate change, we also need to control the problem itself, means the thing that causes the climate change. In the fact said that transport give part around 23% in the carbon emitted in the world, because there are around 2 billion of carbon emitting transport in the world right now. So I think that it's true that there are a lot of innovations such as electric cars in the world right now, because we are trying to moving to the eco-green technology. But the problem is the battery for the car itself cannot be sustained for a long time period. And right now I have read that there are there are a university that have made a research, and they have found a source that can be used as a super capacitor that have 1 to 10,000 times greater power supply than the battery that we use in the car right now. And they have tried it to one of their prototype. They said that the distance that a petrol car need to and the electric car move in the distance is better than the petrol car itself, because when they move in a certain distance, the petrol car need to stop for 2 to 3 times to refill their petrol, while the electric car didn't need to stop at all and just to recharge it back. So in my opinion, to improve the electric car, we need to improve the capacity of battery and improve the ability of the charger of the battery to charge the battery in more efficient way. So how about you, Faris?
In my opinion. Okay, I agree with you, Hassan, about the point of you that you say that the technology of electric car. But the thing is, not every person can afford to buy the electric car. But nowadays, in our era, in this modern time, many cars have the catalytic converter in the exhaust of the car, which, as we all know, the cars emit a harmful gas such as carbon monoxide. So this catalytic converter act as a catalyst to convert the harmful gas to the non-harmful gas that can be released to the air, which that helps to save our earth. So I think that's only my point. So how about you guys?
So, by my point is, if we look to the every people's life in the world, so people have their own demand, have their own dream. So basically, maybe one person will like to marry a girl, would like to have a big house, would like to have a car. So basically, that is what happens to our country itself, which is in Kuala Lumpur itself, almost one day is full of traffic jam. So because one person drive one car, and then public transport, just like the bus and the taxis and the monorail, are not really used because of the ticket fee itself. Although some other factors, just like the accommodation, such as the not many buses, not many taxis, but the ticket fee plays an important role lah in our daily life as a user. So basically, I don't want to astray to the ticket fee. I just go to my point back. So every person have their own dreams, have their own demands. So basically, if we want to start changes, we must start it by now. So basically, I agree with what Hassan said, which is that we have electrical cars. So starting with the electrical cars, if they produce more electrical cars and less the normal cars, just like the ordinary cars, like the Honda, like the Bruhh itself, and then if the electrical cars produce more, and then the price will be going lower. So people might afford it, but not now. People can afford it maybe in the 2020 year, or 2030 year. So basically, what I'm going to say is, this kind of technology actually brings people a much bright dream that brings balance to the people's demands and the nature demands itself. So we are at the end of our second discussion. So I would like for us to summarize. Either we agree that technology can affect climate change. So starting from you, Hassan.
Okay, for me, I am agree with the topic with the topic. Technology helps to control the climate change, because with technology we can improvise our ability and increase our ability to improve and makes our life better for the future and now and the future. You?
In a nutshell.
I agree too with this topic on technology assist to climate change, because with the aid of the technology, we can save our Earth. Which means that when we talk about technology can control climate change, it doesn't mean that we may against the God's power. It means that we have an effort to save our Earth in future, to ensure our Earth is safe and efficient, and make our Earth is sustainable. So how about you?
So basically both of you agree. So I end our discussion today with an agreement. Yes, I agree, because first of all, the global warming is the source of the climate change, which is global warming itself brings flood, brings drought to our world. So basically, based on the climate change that we are enduring now, scientists have come out with a better idea, which is the BECCS, which they captures carbon dioxide that are emitted from the transport, and they release it to the plant. And the second, which is the genetic innovation of plants, the artificial tree, the cloud seeding, electrical car. So in my opinion, what I want to summarize is we could brainstorming our idea for today for a better future. So that's all from us. Thank you.